at Bernkastel. I am on the sun deck. It's about 8:30 in the morning, and in about 30 minutes, we're gonna go on our included walking tour. What's been really amazing is that every single day there's been an included tour. We get a included sightseeing tour with a local guide every single morning, and only a couple optionals, not too many, very manageable, and they're optionals. You don't even have to take them if you don't want to. The best thing about this Avalon cruise is that you really make the vacation how you want it to. I mean, it could be as active as you want, it could be as relaxing as you want, and it's up to you to find what balance suits you best. Because today we have an optional for a biking tour around the city of Bernkastel. And what's great about this biking tour, and another feature of Avalon, is that it's not just, walk around the city, come back on the boat, eat, sleep, but there's also options to get a little more active for those who are looking for something a little faster paced. Of course, I don't expect this optional to be a Tour de France, but it is nice to get some cardio in while you're on vacation and sweat it out a little bit. So it's really cool. I love the variety that they give you. I mean, you could have a slow-paced walking tour, or you can, if you want, in some cases, get a little more active and discover the city on a bicycle. It's a group in a bicycle, on bicycles, and you guys will be biking around the city tonight. So that's great. I think that's awesome. We are now on the Mosel River. You started the journey with me on the Rhine River. Then from the Rhine, we hit the Rhine River to get about 53 castle viewing as we sailed through the Rhine Gorge. It was about a nice 4 or 5 hour stretch of sailing that was just absolutely beautiful. You get that on this itinerary, you get that on the romantic Rhine itinerary, and it was just amazing. I mean, we got the whole family with it. The whole ship was on the sun deck. They open it up, they got the canopies open, and we're just relaxing. Bartenders are coming, serving you some drinks, and you're just really taking in the scenery, and it's really such an amazing experience. I mean, especially for somebody who's never been to this part of Europe, or you don't really get to see the amazing views that you can only see on the river. We were real happy about that. Another thing about river cruising that's really incredible, honestly, river cruising, the best way to describe river cruising is that it's exactly like the pictures. I mean, you open up a brochure and you see these amazing pictures, beautiful pictures of half-timbered homes, castles along the river, luxurious fine dining, luxury amenities, the beautiful staterooms, and you get on, maybe that's a selling point for you. You get on the ship and you're surprised because it's exactly like the pictures. It's not like those other products where they just, it shows one thing, but in reality it could be something else. No, Avalon's cruises are basically exactly what you could expect from the brochure through the pictures, and that's the beautiful thing. I mean, it's perfect. Let's go over some features of Avalon, since we have some time. Service. I mean, the service is world-class service. I mean, the crew is great. The crew it's wonderful. They're managed well. They work well. It's a team. You could tell they're a tight group. Everybody works well together. They're friendly and very helpful. I mean, it's a buffet, and the waiter still offered to grab me some food. I mean, that's just, and he insisted. In fact, so you could that gives you an idea of how good the service is and how much attention they pay to you. Dining, we have a world-class chef. He was nominated for like one of the best chefs in the Avalon company a couple of years ago, and the meals are just, I mean, I've never eaten this well, this long, for every meal. It's been incredible, and unfortunately, the way my clothes are fitting is starting to show. Room service, the staterooms, I mean, it sounds so petty, but they really paid attention to details when designing the ship and the interior decor, because it sounds petty, but having the beds face the windows, are the full ceiling to floor windows that open up to become an open air balcony, That is really special. I mean, you know, as I was after a while, you know, sometimes my wife, she gets tired and she wants to go into her room. She can still enjoy all the same views that I'm getting, but she opens up the windows, opens up the curtains. The room becomes a balcony, and she gets to enjoy the same views as I do while enjoying the comfort of her bed. You know, I think with other cruise lines, you just don't see this type of attention to detail. You know, other beds face the wall. You have to turn over. If there's two people in bed, it's a little awkward. So the granite bathroom tops, the luxury amenities that they provide you, the room service is amazing. Our stateroom service has been great. You know, he's quick. He's very very clean. He cleans everything up for us. But everything has been phenomenal. There's just really not much more you could ask for. I mean, our cruise director, very knowledgeable. You could tell she loves what she does. She's very thorough. And again, you know, I come back to this, but it's the details that really count on a vacation like this, when you're managing such a large group of 100 people, with having to plan activities every day. The entertainment has been great. Our pianist, you know, a couple of days now, we've had local entertainers come on board, whether it be a musician or whatever it is that our cruise director happens to book. But they're always from the city that we port at, and they bring them on the ship, and we're able to enjoy their company for the night, you know, for a couple hours. So everything has been just absolutely perfect. There's really not much more I could have asked for. You know, everything else after this is just icing on the cake for me. Just checking the time now and make sure I don't miss my tour. You know, every city is beautiful. You know, these quaint, beautiful little towns that time forgot. You know, it's only these places are basically only accessible through the river. You know, so if you've never done this, if you consider river cruising, I hope that you would consider, first of all, booking through affordablettours.com, where I got mine, and also cruising with Avalon. I think I've done a pretty good job of showing you what to expect. You know, obviously I didn't go through the food and every plate, or else this would be a 30-minute video of just nice foods, you know, fine dining video. That's not really my intention. But you know, for anybody who's used to big ship cruising, I really think you're gonna like the transition to river cruising, because it's more intimate. And in fact, there's a lot of guests here who this is their first river cruise, and they did do a lot of big ship cruising, and they have said how much better river cruising actually is. I mean, the difference is this: you're on a big ship cruise, you're on a cruise with 5,000 people, you know, buffets, 24-hour dining. I mean, all that stuff is nice, but really, I mean, it's so impersonal, right? I mean, you don't really get to. I feel like the details are lost. You know, it's just a great time overall. But you come into river cruising, and you notice they put everything under a microscope. You know, I mean, from the stateroom design to your comfort level in there to the service that you get. You know, they know all your preferences. Everybody knows your preferences. So you walk into dinner, and if you normally order a beer, there'll be a beer waiting for you on the table. If you normally order wine, you know, wine's on the table waiting for you. And the best thing is, the drinks are basically free. I mean, during dinner, during dining service, you can get wines, you can get beers, you get sodas. And on big ships, all that stuff is extra. I mean, it's starting to become like a nickel and dime business, I think, in ocean cruising. Whereas in river cruising, more and more, it's getting more inclusive. And I don't think anybody does it better than Avalon Waterways. You know, it's very clear to me. I've been on other ships, and I like Avalon compared to the competitors. There's just no other way to say that, you know. The programming is better. I think the ships are nicer. I mean, you look, here's the truth. From the exterior, most ships are going to be similar. You know, exterior-wise, they're basically built the same way. They're long, they're narrow, they're low. But it's what's inside the ship that counts, right? I mean, the details, you know, the way the beds face the windows, the way the rooms are designed with the full floor-to-ceiling open door balconies, you know, the way it just transforms your room into this huge balcony where imagine a balcony at your home, but instead of patio chairs, you have a comfortable bed. You know, things like that are really what set the river cruises apart. You know, the details, the service, the programming, and you're definitely not going to do. You definitely can't go wrong picking an Avalon itinerary. You know, people, longtime watchers of my videos, of my travel videos, are gonna know that I book through AffordableTours.com. Affordable Tours has an everyday discount with Avalon, so you know you always get the best prices with them. I've been going to them forever. Here's the optional bicycle tour around Bernkastel.
And I got you under my skin.
Today there were no included sightseeing tours. Basically everything was on your own today. But there were some optionals that you could have taken, actually 2 in total. The first would have been the Palace of Versailles, which we did take. It was a early morning optional tour and included a guided tour of the palace and its gardens. I should note that the package offered by Avalon included skip the line. So I mean, you can imagine we get to the Palace of Versailles at about 8:30 in the morning, 8:45, and there's a huge line already waiting to get in. Just you know, tour groups or you know individuals doing it on their own. And with Avalon, we had skipped the line, so we just walked right in as soon as the gates opened. Walked right in and started our guided tour immediately. We had again an expert local guide with earpieces, so we could hear everything that he's saying and really just enjoy the palace while learning about the history and everything like that. After the Palace of Versailles was another optional which we opted to take, and it was a visit to the artist quarter of Montmartre, another residential community within Paris, District 17 actually. And again, you know, it was just with an expert local guide. We had an earpiece and took a bus stop to a meetup spot where a train picked us up, and you know, it was a street train, and drove us to Sacré-Cœur. It was, and you know, a little walk around the town with our guide, kind of pointing out landmarks and historical interests for everybody. And it was just been a great day. I mean, this whole vacation, I gotta say, has been amazing, and as can be expected from Avalon, a Globus family brand. So today is our second day in Paris, and this day officially marks the end of our Avalon river cruise. So, like I said, today officially marks the end of our tour, of our river cruise package. But you know, our family being wedding anniversary, 2 birthdays, and the fact that most of my family have never been here before, we opted to stay in Paris 2 extra days. So we did 2 post nights, which Avalon can also set up for you. You'll stay an extra 2 nights in your centrally located hotel, which, I mean, by the way, the hotel is amazing. It's beautiful, and it's right next to the Arc de Triomphe. So it's walking distance from our hotel to the Arc, and then from the Arc just another couple more minutes to Champs-Élysées, which is the main shopping avenue, main shopping street. I mean, really, you just can't go wrong. I mean, the money, if we would have spent doing this on our own, we would have paid so much more, from Prague to Paris, and then all the intangibles, like all the expert local guides walking you around, and kind of just giving you commentary as you go along. So you started this journey with me in Prague, here in Paris. I hope you've enjoyed this series, and really my main objective is to give you a good expectation of river cruising, what you can expect with the service of the Avalon crew, the Avalon ship, and the program itinerary that they put together. I mean, it's just a beautiful way to end and do everything. So thank you to Avalon for putting together, having such a great itinerary, treating us the best. I mean, world-class service. You guys saw the anniversary party they set up for my parents, and that was just the icing on the cake. Everything was just so perfect. We had a private party on board, you know, 30 minutes of open bar, and a special moment by decorating the room for my parents, and you bring out a cake and sing a happy birthday and everything in the dining room. The attention to detail they pay to their clients, to their travelers, is incredible. It's amazing. I've never really seen anything like it. It truly is an all-inclusive luxury experience. You know, drinks with all your meals. You can have wine or beer for lunch and dinner, champagne for breakfast. So that's all included. Every day you had included something. You know, every day you had included sightseeing tour, a guided sightseeing tour with a local guide, you know, not just somebody who decided they woke up one morning and wanted to be a tour guide. No, this person has gone through rigorous training, certifications, they're locals, and they studied to do this, and they live there, and they're able to tell you all these things that you can't just Google. It's worth much more than just, you know, wanting to do this on your own, just seeing there. There's a difference between seeing the things that you want to see and knowing about the things you're also seeing. So again, it's really important. At least to me it is. You know, the best thing is that it's stress-free. I mean, I didn't have to think about anything, I didn't have to plan anything, I didn't have to do anything. It was all done for me. You know, again, the best compliment I can give river cruising is that it's exactly like the pictures. You know, the marketing brochure, it's not just marketing, it's you're getting those beautiful little towns, the beautiful ship, the amazing service, and the inclusions. So I think if you're interested in doing an Avalon river cruise, or if you're interested in doing a river cruise in general, you should definitely look into Avalon. From my personal experience, and you can check out my other videos too, Avalon does it the best. They are the best in the industry, and there's no other reason for you to river cruise on anybody but Avalon waterways. So, thank you again to Avalon. Thank you, affordabletours.com, for putting the whole thing together. And I hope to see you guys around on my next adventure. Au revoir.